Welcome to online classes, students. So let's start our EVS revision of chapter 8, plants and the leaves. Okay. Now we learn about that how we are sharing our life with plants, right? That how we are sharing our life with plants. Why the plants are important for us? Okay, we learn about it, that the which kinds of plants we have in this world. Okay, how we are sharing our world and how they are giving us so many things. Not only the Okay, so let's learn about it. That we learn that special trees, right, and then about the leaves, that how the leaves are useful for us and how we use leaves in our daily lives. That in this process, leaves convert carbon dioxide, water, food, and chlorophyll. About the food factory, why it's called food factory, we learn it, right? And then we learn about the shape and size. That if a human being having a shape and size, then the leaves are also having the shape and size. You can see the shape and size: triangular, oval, the triangle, round size. How the bananas are different from the papaya leaves, right? All they having a different size and shape. So we learn about that how they are different from each another, right? And then we learn about the color and texture, right? We learn about color. I know that texture is now left, so we will learn it today. What is the difference between color and texture? Okay. Now, as we learn about that, the color and the texture is very one from one leaf to another. Okay. So we can learn it. Okay. Now, color and texture. The color and texture vary from one leaf to another. While most of the plants having green colors, but there are some plants they having red, yellow, and purple leaves. How they having their purple leaves? Because of their chlorophyll. If there is quantity of chlorophyll, then it's green. And you can see that there is a maple leaf. Sorry, that color is red. So you can see the differentiate about the leaves colors. Now we can learn. If you want to open your book, you can open your book page number. Okay, we are doing on page number 60, shape and size. That we have learned about shape and size. Now we are on texture and color, and we have learned about that color is different, how its color is different. That you can see the why the color is so different, right? Leaves get their colors, their green color from chlorophyll, and yes, the texture of a leaf also varies. How? Because of they are smooth, shiny, and hairy. And as earlier, I also given an example of rose plant. You can see the rose leaf is very hairy, right? That is not so smooth. That is hairy. And when you take a tulsi leaf, that is also very hairy and that is not so smooth. When we take a smooth leaf, just like that maple leaf, these are very smooth, right? And these are all shiny. You can see the texture, that is shiny red, right? And they are also smooth. That's why they having a different texture. They having a different kind. If we take a banana leaf, that is smooth, but they are not shiny. Okay. But when we talk about the papaya leaf, you can do the experiment at your home by taking the leaves and just take a look on it. That you can feel about them, that is hairy or they are smooth or they are shiny. Okay. By taking all these experiments at your home, right? Then you can learn about the texture and color of these plants and the leaves. Now, how they remain fresh in the okay, I have written that in the during autumn season they turn dry, and in other season, just like in spring, what they do, they remains green, right? Now we can learn about flavors, right? Some plants give us flavors. How they are giving us flavors? Is it rose leaf give us flavor? No. But rose petals give us flavor, right? So we can learn that some plants give us flavors. Which kind of plants give us flavors? So on the page number 61, you can open and you can learn about the smell of one leaf is may vary from another. That for example mint, basil, and coriander. So these are all are different They having different flavors, and these leaves have add flavor to food. Like we are using coriander in daily lives. In every sabji we putting it, right? So that is why we are using this. So these kind of leaves give us flavor to food. But these kind of plant not only give us flavor, but these kind of leaves also used to make compost, which makes soil fertile. So you can see that only one plant gives us so many things. They given us air to breathe. They give us vegetable food, flavor to our food. Not only giving us medicine, woods, fibers, and they are not giving us only, giving only one living being one thing. They are giving so many animals, insects, and bird to place to live, right? So this one is, we can say that that's why the plants are so important in our life, and that's why we are reading this chapter, right? And why this one is important for us. After this we will learn that why the animals, birds, and insects are important for us, right? So this one is about the aroma and the flavor about the plants. We learn how they are adding, flavor to our food. Now let's learn about the structure. If you remember in our first chapter, right, in the assessment one, what we learn about? We learn about our body. In our body, what we learn about our structure, right? This one is our upper, then middle, and then lower part, right? We learn about it, a whole structure of our body. Then we learn what known as internal, what is known as external, right? How we know about the sense organs, why we having sense organ, everything which give us structure, right, to structure to a body, everything we learn from that chapter. And we, if we remember that structure of a leaf blade, now we are going to read about the leaf blade. One of the part of that leaf, the board flat surface of a leaf called leaf blade. Now you can see which one is leaf blade. That black outline you can see here on leaf, that is your blade. Okay, now this one is your leaf blade. Now here is vein. Okay, now veins, the thin lines on the surface of leaf called veins. Okay, which calls vein. They carry water, food, and minerals to different parts of a plant. Veins, you can see the veins. Okay, the lines, the thin lines we having on leaves, green lines, they are veins. That is thin line on the surface of leaf called veins. What they do, they carry water, food, minerals to the different parts of plants. So this one is known as the food factory, right? Because it's carry the water, food, and minerals now. So we can say that this one is the food factory of leaves. Now the midrib. Now what is the midrib? So you can see this, the line between that particular uh, leaf. Okay, the vein in the center of a leaf is called midrib. This line which is in the middle, okay, in the middle of the leaf, that is known as midrib. And now stomata, the tiny pores enrich the surface of leaf are called stomata, and they help to plant to breathe. Now if there will be a question come to you that how do the plant breathe, so you have to give the answer that how they breathe by the stomata, right? So as we are breathing by our lungs, the fishes are taking breath by their gills. So these are all we have to learn from it. Now we learn about the structure of leaf, right? Leaf blade, veins, midrib, stomata. So all the structure is given to us. Okay. Now which one is known as leaf blade? Which one is known as veins, midrib, stomata? So all the structure is given to us, and we have to learn all this structure. The which known as midrib, which known as stomata, right? So let's do the other one. Now we learn about that how we use the plants, right? How we using plants in our daily lives. Now let's learn about the uses of leaves. Okay, not only the plants are useful for us, the leaves are also useful for us. How? We will learn it from this picture. So you can see the leaves like spinach, cabbage, and can be eaten, which means the leaves can eaten as raw. Okay. Then now you can learn that leaves of neem, basil and aloe vera can be used as medicines. Now, not only we are eating raw leaves, we are using as medicines. Okay. Now, leaves can also be used as plate for eating such bananas leaves. So, you can see these eco-friendly plates are better than those plastic plates, right? Which are harmful for our environment. But these are not harmful for environment because when they throw into yes into the soil, after a thousand or a years back, they become what they become. They become decomposed. They become one of the coal and minerals of that soil that become uh, conserving the oil. That is the process we can say. So the leaves can also use in the plate for eating such bananas leaves. So you can see the example here. Now leaves are used to produce eco-friendly colors. In one of the previous chapters, we learn about that how we are getting colors from our leaves, how we are getting from the colors from the vegetables. So this is one of the eco-friendly thing which we can take from the plant's leaf. Okay, which one is not harmful for our body, which is not harmful for our skin. That's why the word of eco-friendly used there. Okay. Now, we learn about the uses of some other things we can learn from our book, that color extracted from leaves are used to create patterns. Okay, in the embroidery and the clothes, we learn that how we have having patterns on on the clothes, right? The wood pattern, the clay pattern, the embroidery. So these all having the kind of patterns how we take on clothes. But now we are also learning that some of the leaves are also used to create the patterns on skin and as well as clothes. So this one is a unique feature of that kind of leaf, right? Some leaves are also used to make huts. So this is one of the feature we can learn from this. The leaves, how we are using leaves are in our daily life, and how the leaves and the plant is important for us. Okay. Now we learn all the things, that how we use the plants, how the types of plants and uses of plant. Then why the plants are important, in which area we cultivated which kind of species of plants, right? Himachal in apples, the bananas in Karnataka, mangoes in Bihar, West Bengal, UP. So we learn all about these things from this chapter. And student, this chapter is important for us because these two important relate to each other. How we are, how these kind of living things are important for us. What kind of living things? The birds, the plants, the animals, the insects. Okay, so all these birds and all these are important, and we are sharing our world with them, and these are important for us. And we learned our, we revise our chapter 8. Now a little bit we will learn our true and false also. That beverages means to drink like tea, coffee, these are beverages. And chlorophyll, a pigment that given some color or refreshment to plants. Okay, conserving, to save anything, conserving of soil, right, to make fertile to them. That is saving soil. And then eco-friendly, not harmful for environment. Okay, so that's why it's known as eco-friendly. Then there is fertile, that is suitable for plants growth. And the last, numerous, which means many. And last one is texture, which means pattern. Okay, uh, now let's start our true false. In the true false, we will learn that apples are usually cultivated in West Bengal. Is that right? We learn about it, right? What is the right answer? True or false? False. Why? The apples are usually cultivated in Himachal Pradesh and Kashmir. So that's why this one is false for us. And yes, plants provide us wood fiber and medicines. Is that they provide us? What they provide us? They provide us fruits and vegetables. Only fruit and vegetable? No. They provided so many things which we include the medicines, wood and fiber. So this one is true. Okay. Always read that point, understand that point and give your answer. Very careful. And then the redwood tree is the tallest tree in the world. The redwood tree is the tallest in the tree in the world. We learn about the three special trees, right? The three special trees, we can learn from it. Okay, where we having here. So here is baobab, and right now we have redwood tree. This redwood tree is the tallest tree in the world. Okay, so this one is true. And the fourth one is leaves do not play a vital role in the functioning of a plant. Is that true? They are not important functioning in the plants. Without leaves, they can live. The plants can live. No. So this one is false. So we have done our true and false, and what I learned from this chapter we have done. And now the answers of these questions, as I have provided the PDF of that question, so you can learn from it that the list any three uses of plants, write short note on special trees, state the difference between color and texture of leaf, state any four uses of leaf. So you have to learn from this chapter. We have done this chapter today. And students, the revision of chapter 8 done, and tomorrow we will start our revision of our chapter. This one is 8, and we will start the 9th chapter, which we are sharing our work with them. So thank you. That's all for today. Okay.